Weird, daring, sexy, monstrous. These are all things you could describe in the movie The Substance, but the other one that you could describe it as impeccable and amazing. This is why The Substance should win Best Picture at this year's Oscars. A movie I will self-proclaim say I avoided for a while because I'm not big on body horror, and I knew people said the body horror elements of The Substance was very graphic, but I gave this movie a chance mid-fall, and I gotta say, it delivered on a great time and a really great overall script and movie. Corley Forgot not only delivered a great script, but the way she directs this movie with the cinematography, with the camera work, with all the different elements in The Substance just delivers a intense, fascinating watch throughout. Your eyes are kind of glued to the screen, wondering what's going to come next, wondering where this story is going, and just seeing the horrors of the story play out. Demi Moore as Elizabeth Sparkle, an aging actress that is falling out in Hollywood but falls for this substance drug to try and live a younger life, births Sue, played by Margaret Qualley, and the whole movie just goes off the rails from there. Demi Moore's performance is outstanding as Elizabeth Sparkle. Her vulnerabilities in the beginning and wondering why she took the substance really worked because Demi Moore was able to deliver great acting. Her scenes opposite of Dennis Quaid in the beginning were horror in its own different type of a way, but as the movie goes on and more happens to Demi and Elizabeth in this movie, Demi Moore's quality of acting just gets better and better, including some amazing scenes towards the middle and end of the movie as the hair and makeup team comes in and really delivers a fascinating, kind of horrifying look at what Elizabeth Sparkle has become. Now, opposite of Moore throughout this movie is an amazing performance from Margaret Qualley as Sue. Sue being that young, youthful self who wants kind of everything for herself and is personally just sabotaging Elizabeth with the substance trial. Again, it's just so great. Qualley is so energetic. Her charisma is off the charts. When Sue is on screen and when Sue is doing stuff, you're just magnetically watch the screen, and she represents very much what modern Hollywood wants out of their young female actresses, for the good and the bad. I think Qualley's energy and Qualley's ability to commit to being that bratty 20-year-old that, has the world in the palm of their hand because of their looks was very well represented here. And the way that she and Hollywood exploits each other, I think, really highlights what is some of the darker sides of Hollywood that you see in the world nowadays when you see the media and stuff like that. But it all culminates well together because it has an excellent score. It has excellent cinematography. The way the movie is edited crisp. It's edited in a way to keep you on the edge of the seat, to make you kind of feel uncomfortable, to really keep you engaged in parts and wondering what's happening. But most of all, the directing by Corley Forgot is just not afraid to be bonkers. I'm talking about a third act that goes all the way when you think of body horror. I'm talking about not being afraid to make you squirm at the sight of whatever the substance is doing. I'm talking about not being afraid to get close-up shots on somebody eating whenever they're, talking, just to give you that uncomfortable sense. Corley Forgat, who's up for Best Director at the Oscars, really hammered home an amazing overall film here with the director's vision. The story that she wants to put out there with the screenplay works incredibly well. It's up for Best Original Screenplay at the Oscars. And then tech-wise, the costuming, I think, works incredibly well, fits the scenes all together. The hair and makeup, oh my goodness, the makeup in this movie, especially with what comes in the third act with Demi Moore's character, is chef's kiss amazing. All practical, all great. And then the score of this movie is consistently just putting the EBGBs in the back. But all of this to say, though, Farjat keeps all of these elements focused on telling the story of what Hollywood is like, being an older woman and younger woman. And it hits so hard, and the ending is so in your face that you got nothing but praise from me on The Substance. And come March 2nd, if it were to win Best Picture, I hope a lot of people check this movie out and understand just how amazing The Substance really was.